Hi there, my name is Rebecca Matthews. I am the transformation coach and the founder of the Mind and Body Co. Welcome to today's 5 to Thrive. 5 to Thrive is a quick 5-minute or less tutorial where I share tips, tricks and strategies to help you truly create a life you love. Now today I wanted to talk to you about the concept of bums versus billionaires. And it's a really interesting one because the idea is that we all have the same amount of time each day to create a life we love. Now, yes, it is true that we all have different factors or influences that, impact our lives along the way. But the reality is that we all have the same amount of time every day to take action and to create amazing success. Now, it's a pretty extreme comparison, bums versus billionaires. One is living on the street with nothing, often disconnected and isolated from the people that they love and that love them, versus billionaires who by all accounts seem to be living the life that they dream of, with everything they could possibly want and desire. So my question to you today is, first of all, what is it that you truly desire, and do you know? But that's a whole nother question. My question to you today is, how are you utilizing your 24 hours in a day? Now, we all have the same amount of time, and it really does depend on you and your commitment to your dreams and your goals each day in terms of how you show up. Do you set the alarm earlier than you need to create time and space to do the activities that matter? Do you work for yourself perhaps and are in your own business, or are in a leadership role in an organization or a business? Do you get in early? Do you set the alarm even though nobody's watching to see what time you show up? Do you show up ready for action? Do you have everything laid out and planned ahead of time so that you can hit the ground running each morning? Now, Brené Brown has an amazing strategy for taking action each morning, and she puts in place the night before the things that she needs first thing in the morning to stop the excuses. And what she does is, for her way of getting out of her own way in the morning when she knows she wants to exercise, is she actually lays out her exercise gear, her gym clothes and her running shoes on the floor next to her bed. So she has to consciously step over them to get out of bed in the morning. She has to consciously look at those, look at the equipment and the decision she's made ahead of time, and either follow through or make a conscious decision to do something different. My suggestion to you is you take the same approach in your business, in your life, in your career. And the night before, before you leave the office or before you go to bed at night, put the things in place that will help you stay on track right from the get-go. As soon as your alarm goes off in the morning, have reminders, have post-it notes, have diaries, have books. When you sit down at your desk to work, make sure that you've got the right things that you want to focus on front and center, so that you have to make a conscious decision to put those things aside in order to distract yourself with something else. What we're doing here is we're creating habits that will help you maximize your 24 hours and will ultimately determine which end of the spectrum you end up on, whether you will live more like a bum or more like a billionaire. Really, the decision is 100% up to you. So I'm excited to see what you do with this and what you implement to change the habits of how you utilize your time and how you create the success that you desire in your life. Another top tip for creating action each day is to have the top 5 non-negotiables. Every day you make a commitment, whether it's a weekday, a weekend, whether you're on holidays, or whether you're in the middle of your busiest time at work. Make a list of your top 5 things that you make a commitment to do every day. For me, it's exercise, it's learning, it's connecting. So I make sure I spend an hour a day connecting. I make sure I spend an hour a day exercising. I make sure I spend an hour a day learning something new, reading a book, listening to an audible, doing something that's expanding my brain and my personal development. I would love to hear from you on what you do to help you truly create the action and the success in your life. That's all I have for you today. I'd love to hear your comments and your thoughts. And as always, you know where to find me if you'd love to work with me. I'd certainly love to work with you. Bye for now.